What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Paul. This is the Leeds Therapy. This is an instant match reaction to our game where we have just played Manchester. And strange one. I got held at the Lowfields tunnel to come through because there was team buses coming through, and I think fans buses coming through as well. But we also got held in the Bremner suite afterwards. So you're a corporate. We got held in the Bremner suite afterwards as well because I had to wait for all the Man U fans to leave, which was weird because they didn't do that against Chelsea. I don't know, just the security was a lot tighter in this game than what I'm kind of used to. It's a bit strange, but you know, it is what it is. Overall, I'm disappointed with the point. And I think that just shows how far we've actually come, that I'm disappointed with the point overall. Great goal by Aronson, who was my man of the match. Well, it's a toss-up between him and Biol, really, to be fair. But Aronson was phenomenal today. He was all over the place and he deserved it as well. Really, really good, cool, calm finish. I've watched Aronson today out-muscle players, which is something that I didn't expect to see at all. He was just charging around and he was all over the place. We didn't have control of the midfield. We really, really struggled to keep control of the midfield. Cunha was probably their best player. Obviously, he scored the goal that got them back into it, but he was by far their best player on the pitch. He was just popping up in spaces, and you could see how much we were missing Ampadu today. Like, really, really missing Ampadu. That's no shade on any of the other players that we've got in the team, but just today I felt we really needed Ampadu, and not having him makes a massive difference for us. You can see that in the team. Defensively, I thought we were okay. We were absolutely fine. From what I'm hearing, I've not seen it back yet, Perry was to blame for the goal that Cunha actually scores. I think he went too wide with it for whatever reason. But defensively, I thought we were okay. We lost it completely in the midfield. We just didn't have any control over the midfield at all. And there was too much space between Calvert-Lewin and the midfield for them to pick up balls. We did have that really, really good header in the first half from Calvert-Lewin as well, which, you know, an inch to the right and it's in, but it hits the post. And second half finished pretty much even. But then the first half finished pretty much even. The second half, we came out and we were on top for like the first 10, 15 minutes. Or the first 10 minutes or so of the first half. We were pushing them back really, really well. And a couple of good opportunities. We've got Goodmanson that can do long throws now as well. So can't do that flat one that Ampadu does. But overall, you know, it was just that midfield. If we could have gotten control of the midfield a little bit better, I feel like the game would have gone more for us, definitely. I feel like just that touching between the lines, it was quite clear what Man U were trying to do. When we were pressing, they were trying to spring us high and play over the top. So, yeah, it's difficult for me to sit here and fault any of the players. It's difficult for me to sit here and be really, really pissed off. It does speak to the fact that we are now, you know, we're now 7 games unbeaten. We're now 8 points above the drop, which is key. And we should be happy with that, and we should be. But it just shows how far we've come, that we're all kind of walking away from that going, do you know what? I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm a little bit annoyed about this, but it is what it is. Referee was shocking as well. Some of the decisions that he was giving were just laughable at the best of times, but, you know, that's by the by. I thought the atmosphere was a bit off as well from both sets of fans. 12:30 kickoffs, I don't know what it is, but it just absolutely cripples the atmosphere in Ellen Road. There was, just before we scored, and again, big thank you to Jerry McNamee for the ticket and the hospitality. I really appreciate it. Just before we scored, it was weird. It was like the crowd just started to get into it a little bit more and really started to go for it and really started to chant for it. It was "We are the champions, champions of Europe" chant that was going around. And Jerry turned to me and he went, it feels like something's coming. And then sure enough, Brendan Aronson, Brendan Aronson muscling off players was not on my bingo card of things to see today. But he was doing that today, and he muscled off the player, held off the player, and that finish was so composed. Mention for their keeper as well, Lemons. He made 2 really good stops. One from an Okafor overhead kick. And I think he did another one from, I can't remember whose header it was. But Perry made a good save in the first half as well with a header from Lenny Yoro. A really, really nice stop. But Perry needs to work on his distribution. That's something that I want to see him do this year, is really, really, really work on his distribution in the closed season. Other than that, he's a decent keeper. He's a good keeper. Okafor wasn't really at the races very much. And again, that's because I think he was playing too much on the left. He was more so in the second half because he was playing a little bit closer to DCL, so he was getting the ball. But every time he got the ball, he had the beating of Yoro. Every single time he was just flying past him, which was, really, really good to see. What else to say about the game? The atmosphere was weird. Was really, really weird. It wasn't great. It wasn't loud. It wasn't amazing. Take the point, definitely. Manchester United should be embarrassed at the fact that they have a team that's worth close to nearly £500 million out there, who had 48 hours more time to prepare for this game, and bar Cunha looked absolutely shit. That's the only way I can describe. Cunha's the only reason that they got into Cunha and Dalot, I'd probably say. Cunha and Dalot were probably their 2 better players. Sesko is the worst striker I think I've ever seen. His first touch is crap. He doesn't seem to know what to do or when to do it, and he seems to spend a lot of time just kind of flapping his arms about. Biol absolutely mopped him up the entire game. Biol is a monster. I don't give a crap what anybody says about, he's an absolute monster of a defender. He's brilliant. Got his foot in where it was needed. I thought Bornau had a good game as well. Obviously, he was knackered by the time he came off. Then our changes came in, and I feel the changes were a little bit too late for me. Piru had that really nice curled effort, which just scraped over the top of the crossbar. His first shot. Nonto, although he had a bit of a mad minute, affected the game again, looked good. Tanaka looked good when he came on. And this is why I say I think it was a little bit too late for the substitutions, because we finished the stronger of the 2 teams by a country mile. Obviously with the corners and bits and pieces and stuff like that. We finished definitely the stronger of the 2. And had they been on a little bit longer, I think they could have done a little bit more. I really liked Pirro when he came on. He got involved. He moved about a bit. A couple of touches. Nice close control. Playing the ball in. Nemecha, a couple of errors with passes. And it could have been so different. There was one where Calvert-Lewin was on the bend, and for whatever reason he tried to play the ball to Nonto, and it was just the wrong ball. But Goodmanson just is good. I really like him. He just had a really, really good game. Aronson, I mentioned Aronson. I thought Aronson was really good. Stack was fine. A little bit quiet, but fine. We really, really miss Ampadu when he's not in there. We've got enough to cover, but it's just not good enough, if that makes sense. There's times where I think Ampadu probably would have been smashing into people, letting people know that he's here, that type of stuff, and that would have been probably what this game needed today, more than anything. We take a point, we walk away with a point, we kind of sit happy with it. It's, for me, because this season is all about surviving, we've just got to keep that continuation of putting points on the board and doing better than the teams around us, which is what we've done today. So I take the positive from that. But the bigger positive is that we're frustrated that we've walked away from a game against Manchester United thinking, we could have won that. That's going to do it for this one, guys. Instant reaction, as I've done again in the car. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, click the like button. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe. I will see you soon, guys. Take care of each other. Most importantly, take care of yourself. Thank you as ever for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Oh, my throat's really sore. Also, when we scored, I bit my lip. And I nearly passed out. I nearly passed out. And the Man U fans as well, I would just like to say, you're all disgusting individuals. Some of the stuff, the abuse that they were hurling at the people next to them was like just disgusting. We all get serious and we all get tribal about our club. Fine, got no issue with that. But just temper what you're saying a little bit. It was just, I think one guy got taken out actually. When I say taken out, got removed because he was literally trying to get over the railings and start fights with people. It's like, mate, it's not Green Street. Stop it. This isn't about firms. But anyways, yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, click the like button. If you subscribe, please. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you're new, notifications turned on. All of that good stuff. I'll see you on the other side, ladies and gentlemen. Take care. Much love. Cheers.